Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to Take Two for this Thursday, the 30th of August, 2018. I'm Jeannie, and I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to be short and sweet today because what I have to say is quite simple, and it's a simple principle that I hope that you could apply in your day today. Because unfortunately, in this world we're living in today, this kind of thing that I'm about to talk about today is something that happens to us most days with many people we encounter. And that is when you hurt someone's feelings unintentionally. Now, yesterday I had a very interesting thing happen. Yesterday I got a telephone call from someone I'm going to call Barbara, okay? And this person is kind of a fringe person in my life. She, at one time, I don't want to say worked alongside her, but I had her more on a daily basis in my life than I do now. Now she's more of a fringe person. For one reason or another, people, they drift away, or someone they might have worked with and they don't work with them anymore, so they only know them, briefly, or they drift out of their lives. Well, anyway, this person is somebody who occasionally calls upon me to do something for them. And I've been doing this for quite a while, on and off, like something kind that I did for them for free. And it would be something that normally other people might charge money for, but just out of the relationship that we had made, I don't want to take money from her for doing this. But anyway, long story short, here's how it ended up. Without realizing that she was hurting my feelings, she said, "I don't need you to do this anymore. I found somebody else." And it was quite a slap in the face. Now, please understand, I honestly don't think that Barbara lies awake nights thinking up ways to hurt my feelings. And this is something that you must understand, that there are people out there that are like that, unfortunately. There are evil, wicked people who lie awake nights thinking up ways to hurt others. I don't think that was the case with her. I think she has far more important things to do in her life than think up ways to hurt my feelings. However, nonetheless, my feelings were hurt. It was as if to say, well, I kept you around to help me out with such and such until I found someone else better who could do it. I just was using you, and of course I know that was not her heart or her intention, but sadly, that's the way I interpreted it at that moment. Now, I have others who are close to me, like my husband especially, and my business partner and good best friend, girlfriend of mine, who tell me often that I'm too sensitive, that I wear my heart on my sleeve, that I get offended too easily. Well, the point is this: sometimes people hurt feelings. They, like I said, they don't mean to, but they do. So this is a wake-up call for me. Now, I have to say, I did not hold any grudge. I don't have any hard feelings. I basically I'd forgotten about it by the end of the day. But then this morning, something arose. When Michael and I were having our Bible devotion this morning, we were reading a story that was quite similar. And I have to say that suddenly it came back to mind, and I thought, I've been trying to talk about this very subject for some time now, and I didn't really feel like I had the material to talk about it with a point of reference. But then after yesterday happened, and then after reading about it this morning in this devotional book about a husband and wife, who the husband had offended the wife, and she didn't quite understand why he had said something to her until she put it in perspective. Then I realized, yes, that's it. That's what it comes down to, boys and girls. Put it in perspective. Is the person who insulted me or hurt my feelings doing it to be intentional because they want to hurt me on purpose? Or was something just flippantly coming out of their mouth without them realizing it? Think about all the times I know I've had to examine my own heart, how many times that you or I have said things flippantly without even realizing it, and we have hurt other people's feelings. So today, my challenge to you, boys and girls, my challenge today is make sure that you measure your words, that you hold your tongue, and you don't say or do something without realizing what you're doing, and stop and think, if I say or do this act, will I be hurting somebody's feelings? Okay? Now, I'm not saying to walk on eggshells. I'm not saying every single word you say might hurt somebody, so don't offend. Don't do that, because that's bondage. You don't want to be in chains with that. No, no, no. You can say what you want and do what you want as long as you pepper everything that you do with a heart of love and with always being intentional that you do it with love. Okay, so go be a blessing to somebody today. You might end up being the only one who is. Come along somebody who maybe has had their feelings hurt intentionally or unintentionally, and you go and counteract that with an act of love. Okay, now let me tell you this. After Barbara hurt my feelings yesterday, immediately my husband and others who love me around me immediately came, and they were intentional in saying, okay, now just keep blessing, keep loving. Don't let that stop you from being a blessing to other people just because someone unintentionally, okay, hurt your feelings, all right? And even if they hurt your feelings intentionally, don't let that stop you from being a blessing to other people. Hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jeannie Sigler, Jeannesigler. And don't forget to tune in intentionally to some great radio programming on RAM/FM, WRMZ.org. Want to do something else intentional? Hit the donate button so you can keep us on the air. Okay, that's all I got to say. Do it with love. Be intentional. I'll see you tomorrow for Friday, the last day of the week and weekday and the last day of the month. I'll see you then. Love you. Bye-bye.